Students, today I will discuss certain important questions for preliminary 2026 from growth rate. As you know, analytical questions as well as factual questions asking by UPSC. From this topic, certain that I will discuss which can give you at least one or two questions in coming. That is my prediction. And you will see that after the exam realize the importance of these data, not now, maybe some students will think that is not important, but actually they are important. You know, if I discuss the growth rate of GDP, GDA, in the financial year 2025 or you can say 24-25, gross domestic product growth rate was 6.5%, gross value added growth rate on basic price was 6.4%, service sector growth rate was 7.2%, industrial sector growth rate was 5.9%, agriculture, livestock and fisheries and forestry growth rate was 4.9%. In comparison to previous year, this growth rate was comparatively higher. Again, if you consider this growth rate in 2025-26 or financial year 26, the growth rate of agriculture, fisheries, forestry and fish, this livestock was 3.1%, industrial sector growth rate was 6.2%, service sector growth rate was 9.1%, GDP growth rate was 7.4% and gross value added growth rate was 7.3%. Always you are seeing that growth rate of GDP in comparison to GVA higher because GVA exclude the growth of intermediaries goods. Now come on the issue. If I consider the share of different sector in our GDP, that is also an important issue, important question for preliminary. As you know, during 2025, that is provisional estimate, sectoral shares, in case of agriculture, livestock, forestry and fisheries, 16.3% out of total GDP contributed. Again, industrial sector contributing 24.6%, service sector 49.9%. This is the sectoral composition of our GDP during 2024-25 financial year. And during 2025-26, first advance estimate given in economic survey, agriculture, livestock, forestry and fisheries GDP contribution was 15.2%, industrial sector contribution was 24.3%, and service sector contribution was 51.1%. This is the two important aspect which you have to multiply times. See this video, you will memorize these data easily and you can do better. One point which may be asked analytically, which are the driving factors of high growth rate during financial year 2025-26? You know, student, that is the private final consumption expenditure. If I elaborate you a very short explanation, you will understand very easily. There are the two determinants of our growth rate in any financial year, that is consumption and investment. If you see, national income always classified consumption plus investment. This consumption you can classify in two categories: private final consumption expenditure and government public final consumption expenditure. In our total GDP, if you see, this private final consumption expenditure contributing 61.5. It means the main driver of our growth rate during the financial year 2026 was the private final consumption expenditure 61.5%, and it was the highest since 2012. It means in current financial year, which is ended this 31st March 2026, was the consumption rather than investment. But if our consumption is more, aggregate demand is there, that will motivate the investment demand. In this way, our growth rate was consumption to investment lead growth rate. Now you are very clear. If any other questions they are asking, you can do very easily. Tomorrow I will again discuss certain major points from agriculture sector. Thank you student. See this video, and if you like this video, please subscribe it and follow or like this video. Thank you.